Back to Wisconsin Family. We've been meeting with our guests today at West Washington Avenue at Dentistry for Madison. Now we know that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and a smile is the shortest distance between two people. But if your smile's a little need of help, we have help right here with us. This is Dr. Jay Hazen joining us today. Thanks for coming on Wisconsin Family. Thanks for having us here today.
Thanks, guys. It's good to be here.
So, Cosmetic Dentistry, and you give free complimentary, that's redundant, but consultations.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and how would a person know if they're really a candidate, if they should contact you for that?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that people do every day that may show that they're a little less than confident about their smile. Some of the things that we see patients do, even when they come in for a consultation and we've just met them, is they smile and put their hand over their mouth, or they tell us that their family complains about them not smiling in photographs and things of that sort. So they become a little self-conscious of their own smile, and they just don't feel that it's up to par.
Sure.
When it's trickling over into, and it's affecting other people and your relationships,
That's
maybe
right.
it's time.
Yeah.
So exactly what can a cosmetic dentist do for me compared to a typical regular dentist?
Well, to be clear, we don't really consider ourselves, those of us that do a lot of cosmetics, to be different than a general dentist, but we may have a little bit more experience in solving some of the issues that some people may have. Whether it be a high smile line or perhaps teeth that need to be improved using materials that we're a little bit more familiar with.
Okay.
Actually, when you were asking that question, I was wondering, what do you call it? Is it a general dentist versus cosmetic
Yes,
dentist?
there are a lot of us that do a lot of cosmetic dentistry, but we're general dentists for the most part.
That's the right lingo.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Sure.
What are some of the true benefits then of cosmetic dentistry?
Well, I think that a lot of people, you can see that in their smiles, you can see that in the way they carry themselves. Look at yourself. There we go. So we see a lot of people that when they're comfortable with their smile, it changes their personality. I mean, a lot of people can be misidentified as people who aren't very happy simply because they're not smiling very often. And a lot of times that may have nothing to do with their inner person, but it's how they want to project themselves. And it comes back to confidence.
Gosh,
That's so true.
It is. I'm thinking of that day that your hair is just right, or you've got the great outfit, and you just carry yourself a little bit different, and you're maybe a little more social with people.
Right.
Imagine that on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Feeling good about yourself is projected well beyond your own self-being. People can pick up on that. And we've seen personalities change the moment someone grabs a mirror after we've done with the procedure for them.
That's neat. That's life-changing, not
Absolutely.
just smile-changing, but life-changing. I want to make sure we talk about a little bit, if you don't mind, about the functionality, because that's something you talked about before. Not only is it making people look better and feel better, but it can make their mouth and chewing and things like that work better, too.
That's a great question, because a lot of times people's smile issues or tooth issues are a result of maybe habits that they might have, clenching and grinding, perhaps something along the lines of an accident, or the way their teeth come together. So improving the way your teeth fit together can not only cosmetically be a benefit, but functionally be a benefit. Maybe they can chew things better. Maybe their wear and tear on those teeth over a long period of time is less. We have to remember, we're all living longer, and most of us are keeping our teeth our whole life. As a result, that's our goal, right? And I have a lot of patients that are in their 90s that have most or all of their teeth, and I can tell you they're a lot more vibrant and enjoying life than maybe some that aren't.
Absolutely. So not just cosmetic dentistry, but functional.
Absolutely.
Functional as
They go
well.
hand in hand. If it's going to last, they go hand in hand.
I'm sure you've helped people after quite a while be able to enjoy things like apples and corn on the cob and things like that.
Absolutely. Foods, being able to eat the things that are good for you are real important. You start to change your diets based on your ability to eat food, and your health is going to suffer as well.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got people convinced that maybe they should give a doctor a call, how do they find the right dentist then? What are some tips you can offer? Of course, we want them to come visit you, but
Well, I can't take care of everyone,
Right.
and that's fine, and I certainly understand that. But I can tell you, if you're thinking about having an assessment of your condition of your teeth, or maybe there are some things that you don't like about your teeth, I think the best thing to do is go to that doctor's website, or maybe talk to people that you know. Find out what the public thinks of that person. Believe it or not, Google reviews are pretty raw and pretty real. And I think people, your peers, people that your friends, family, they'll help you make a decision. Go to their website, see what these guys have done and women have done.
I know I'm always looking at reviews, whether I'm buying a dress or choosing a dentist.
Right.
Absolutely. So what else? We're looking at reviews. How about before and after pictures? Are those worthwhile looking at?
Oh, sure. I mean, anybody can show you only their best work, but most people, if they have enough experience, they're going to show you good stuff, but on their website per se. But go in and meet the person. Find out if that's the person that you want to work with, because there's a relationship that at least I try to have with our patients, and especially patients that we're making large transformations of their smile with. I want to get to know them, and I consider them a part of our family here in our office. So, most people that I treat for a long time, whether they stay in town or not. We have a lot of patients that come back to Madison to see us, for their routine and cosmetic care.
A patient for life, maybe, right?
Oh, yeah.
What about accreditation? Does it differ when you're a general dentist versus cosmetic?
No, it doesn't. But there are so many continuing educational classes out there that dentists can take to further their ability to perform really good, long-lasting cosmetic dentistry. And it may be, there are certain affiliations, certain associations, and learning groups across the country. Some of my best friends don't live in Madison that I study with. We meet at certain teaching facilities and have a whole lot of fun there.
Yeah, well, it's, so if I've gone online and I see the Google reviews and I check out websites, I may think all of this could be good for me, but in the end, I might be worried about not being able to afford it. What are these types of procedures going to end up costing me?
Well, the amounts and types of treatment vary tremendously. And, there's a lot of ways to take care of a person's smile and their issue, per se. And, we try to offer different treatment plans that try to take into account what that person wants to achieve.
All right, boy, we could go on and on. So many questions for Dr. J. This is Dr. Jay Hazen, and he's at Dentistry for Madison right here on West Washington Avenue. And what a great office, too, I have to say.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Love it,
Thank
love
you.
it.
Sure.
Worth stopping in just to see the office. But that's it for our show today. We'd like to thank you for watching and thank all of our guests for stopping in. We'll see you next time right here in Wisconsin Family.